everyone, I'm Belle. Let's go over a short Pilates class at the Reformer. If you have a balanced body, go ahead and change your springs to 2 red and 1 blue for your footwork. I don't have a balanced body, so I'm just going to adjust accordingly. Lie down onto your back, place your heels in parallel onto the foot bar. Inhale. As you exhale, extend your legs, press the carriage out. We'll do this about 10 times. Find a little bit of light space under your lower back as you create your neutral spine. Inhale, pooch out your belly. As you exhale, lift up from your pelvic floor. Close your ribs down towards your hips. Bird on a perch. Wrap the arches onto the foot bar, curl your toes over and press your heels under. Keep this shape as you again extend and bend your knees, doing roughly 8 to 10. Keep your shoulders down and back. Energetically reach through your fingertips. Gaze is long. Come on to your toes. Press out, lower your heels down, bend your knees, and come in. Spread all 10 toes onto the bar as you do 8 to 10 of these. On your last one, stay with your legs extended and then find some prances. Bend one leg and then bend the other. You can hold to get a good stretch or go a little faster. Return your carriage to close. Take a wide stance. Place your heels to the outside edges of your foot bar. Turn your toes outwards and begin to bend and extend. Working from external rotation of your hips, make sure you squeeze your glutes on the end range. Time for our bridge. Inhale, scoop up through your core, lift all the way up. And then as you exhale, lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Do this a few times, articulating through each vertebrae, and then hold at the top. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hip tips a little higher. And if you feel empowered, you can find a pulse here, and then lower down. Hook your knees over the foot bar, shimmy your shoulders away from the shoulder rest, and do a few abdominal crunches from this shape. Continue to lift up from your pelvic floor as you engage your 360-degree core. Opportunity to find some obliques. Reach to your right hand side. Go ahead and anchor through your left side and pulse for 8 to 10. Then rotate and find that pulse on the opposite side. Breathe. You're doing amazing. Sit all the way up. Go ahead and change your springs to 1 red and 1 blue. Arms in straps. Lie back. Place your hands into the small loops. Bring your legs to hovering tabletop. Imprint your spine, so eliminate that light space under your lower back. Inhale. As you exhale, abdominal curl, shoot your legs out at the same time that you press your hands down. You can also keep your legs in hovering tabletop, and you can take out the crunch to modify this exercise. Again, we're finding about 8 to 10, but take breaks as you need it. On your last one, lift and hold, and we'll start our hundreds. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, rest. Bring your arms directly out to the side until you make a capital T. And then press your arms by your hips, opportunity to extend your legs out, opportunity to crunch up, or just do your arms. Make sure you engage through your lats, your obliques, and your serratus inferior, which is a knife-shaped muscle that lives on your side body. Arm circles. Your arms come up, out, around, and down. You can again choose to add the core, lifting your abdominals up and extending your legs out, or just doing the arms. Go ahead and reverse the direction. All of the same up levels as well as modifications can live here as well. Come to a rest. Hang up your straps on your shoulder rest. Opportunity for extra core. Teaser, lift up into that V shape. Bring your legs to the side and have a seat. Let's change our springs to either one blue if you would like it lighter, or one red if you would like it a little heavier. We're going to come into long box variation, finding extension of your spine. Lay with your head towards your shoulder rests. Place your sternum on the edge of the box and grab for either the small loops, or you can choke up onto the ropes. I have long arms, so I typically like this variation. Keep your glutes engaged. Press your arms back by your hips as you find extension in your spine. Draw your ears back to your heels and try to keep your gaze level to the horizon to keep length in your cervical spine, which is your neck. On your last one, stay lifted into your back extension and then do some tricep dips. Make sure your elbows stay lifted behind your torso as you kick your hands back, staying lifted the entire time. Keep breathing. Remember to celebrate your victories. Come down, find a little bit of a stretch, a release of your spine, and then step off. Have a seat on your long box facing your headrest. Once again, choke up onto the rope for your bow and arrow. Inhale, extend your right arm forward. As you exhale, pull back and rotate with your left. We're going to do this on the same side for 8 to 10 times. Make sure your right arm stays straight and right at shoulder height. Keep your hips square towards your shoulder rests and use your head and eyes to finish the motion. Let's do it on the opposite side. Inhale, punch your left arm forward. As you exhale, pull that bow back as you rotate towards the right. Lift up tall through your spine and out through the crown of your head. Try to keep your arm close to your rib cage as you find that pull. Once you've finished, hook your thighs through either the large or the small loop. Make sure the rope is on the outside of your legs. Scoot your hips forward and then lie on back, using the resistance of the bands to work your lower abdominals. Extend and bend both legs as you bring your elbows out wide and lift up into an abdominal curl. Because you're doing this on the long box, it almost forces you to stay lifted the entirety of the exercise, which gives those abdominals more of a burn. Go ahead and find bicycles. Bring your elbow to your knee as opposed to your knee to your elbow. Press down through the opposite side, again about 8 to 10. Double toe taps. Reach both toes towards the floor. Keep that 90-degree bend in your legs. Contract up towards your knees on your exhale. Find that engagement of your entire core. Place your feet on the headrest. Sit up. Take those loops off. Return them to their home position on the shoulder rest. And then go ahead and step off your long box. Place your box out of the way where you can still practice safely. Go ahead and set up your springs for one red and one blue. Lie down onto your carriage. 1 foot at a time, place the arch of your foot into the large loop. Once it's secure, place your opposite leg into the other loop. Bend and extend. Keep your spine in neutral, your legs in parallel, about hips distance apart. Press both legs out and then bring them both in. Find even press through both legs, 8 to 10, and then with your legs extended, let's do some leg lifts. Lift your toes up and then lower them down, working on your lower abdominals and the strength of your hip flexors while you stretch your hamstrings. Again, roughly 8 to 10, or choose a number that serves you best. Leg circles, bring your legs out, around, up, and then back down. Maintain control through the entirety of the exercise. If there's any pain that arises behind the backs of your knees, put a gentle bend in them to avoid hyperextension of the joint. Switch your direction, come up, out, around, and back together. Work your adductors, your inner thighs, and your abductors, your outer thighs, as you create those circles on both legs. Fabulous job. Let's find some candlestick variation. Press both hands down. Lift your toes up to a candlestick. And then use the same muscle mobility that you used through your bridge, rolling up and rolling down from your entire spine, activating through the entirety of your core. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then find your happy baby. Draw your knees towards the carriage. Simultaneously press your feet up towards the ceiling until you find length in your entire spine. Bring the corners of your mouth towards your ears until you find yourself in a smile. And now you're an actual happy baby. Figure 4, cross one ankle over the opposite thigh. Allow the springs to use resistance as the straps pull your leg a little closer to you. Go ahead and switch it out. Find it on the opposite side. You want to find this stretch in your medial part of your glute where your piriformis lives. This can be a sticky muscle that can lead to things like sciatica. If you would like to stretch your hip flexor, bend your right leg, bring it on the outside of the reformer, kick your heel towards your bum, hamstring stretch on the opposite side, extend your left toes to the ceiling. Come back through center, go ahead and switch it out. Your left leg is going to bend, drop on the outside of the carriage, maybe a little bit of internal rotation as you find that hamstring stretch on the opposing side. Anchor through your glute as you flex your hamstring of your right leg. For both hamstrings, anchor both hips down, find extension through your quads, and lift your legs up as you flex your hamstrings. Take one foot out of the strap at the time. Find the foot bar. Take the other foot out and return to home. Opportunity for another teaser. Lift up. Bring your legs down. And that was your Pilates workout. Awesome job. Have a great day. See you soon.